Hi guys, we are back. My name is Portia.
And I am Lerato, and we are
First and foremost.
So our episode today is body positivity and how we know whether we've crossed the line.
Yeah, how do we know once we have crossed that line? You know, I feel like this is like one of those sensitive ones because you know what? Sometimes you could be speaking here. But then the message could be received in a certain way. And we're just hoping that this is received well, and rather we talk about it rather than, fighting about it or just, letting the message that is flowing from here offend us, because these are the things, if we are image consultants and we are not going to touch on things that we have happening right now
that affect our image,
affect our image and the messages actually that we are conveying. I think then we would rather not speak because these are the reasons why we want to be here and we want to be speaking. So we really just want you, please, we're inviting you to engage with us. Let us talk about this. Body positivity, what is that? And then how do we know once we have crossed that line, like a certain line? You understand what I'm saying? So we are seeing, we're not going to really go into people's details, but then we are really just seeing a lot of content out there, and we want to have fun. We want to display probably portions of our lives and our lifestyles and everything. And we really just want to be free and, leave our message down here, legacy that forms our legacy, but then and you don't want anyone to tell you or maybe to sort of dictate how you should do that. As a person, you want to be free, you want to be doing that. But then with this whole body positivity thing, I think that is meant to help people accept their bodies, love their bodies,
embrace.
Yes, respect their bodies and embrace the skin that they're in and the bodies that they're in. I think that's what it's supposed to mean.
For me, one of the things that stands out about body positivity, number one, fair enough, it does speak to you accepting their body the way that it is and loving their bodies, one embracing their bodies and being confident. But then the other thing that it means to me is that it's a private thing. It's a personal thing. Like, I believe that I have the body positivity. I'm quite positive about my body. I have embraced my body. I love my body for what it is. And this is something that is within me, that is personal to me. I feel no need to display my body to prove that I am confident. But then let's ask the question.
The thing is, us together, I think we need to engage and really just look for the line. Really just talk about how do we know once we are on the other side? Are you still conveying the message that you want to be conveying? Because there are things I believe that shouldn't be for all eyes. You understand what I'm saying? There are things. Back in the day, I don't think we had our, certain parts of our bodies like flaunted out there like that, like it's like some, I don't know, some sandwich sitting on the table, it's like some, I don't know, whatever. And remember, people can call whatever they can see, whatever they want to call it. You understand what I'm saying? So if you are out there and you are flaunting your things like that, yes, they're beautiful. Yes, you've accepted them. Yes, you celebrating yourself.
That away.
But then why do you feel the need for them to be, out there like that? What are you trying to say? With you loving them like that, do you feel the need for them to really just, or do you still want to have that respect as a person? And like reserve certain things just for certain eyes. You understand what I'm saying?
It would be interesting to get feedback, in terms of what the original message was, the original idea, and and what is being displayed out there.
Yeah.
Are these two messages talking to each other?
Yeah.
I mean, being confident, to me, as an image consultant or as a lady, as a woman, does not mean flaunting myself out there, flaunting my private.
Stripping yourself naked, because it is becoming that.
Yes, it is.
It is sort of stripping yourself naked, because like nowadays, it's not a problem to actually be out there and really, really confidently just put your things out there, and then you just standing there for all eyes to see. I don't know. I feel like it hits the lines of respect.
Whatever that you're putting out there, is it working for your image? Remember this whole image thing. We are all on this journey to improve our image in such a way that it works better for us. It makes things happen for us, and it carries our message. So if I'm just looking at all these body positivity posts of naked women flaunting their body parts, is it working for their image? And this is the question that we'd like to put out there. So it would be so amazing if we can get responses from you. What do you guys think? How do you know when a line has been crossed? How do you know when whether your message is still the same? Are you still trying to prove to yourself that you're confident? Are you trying to prove to the world that you are confident and you've embraced your body, which is an amazing thing. I mean, confidence and embracing your body and all of that, all those are good things. They are good things, but I just need to get more information or get an understanding as to whether, when you're flaunting it out there, are we still on that message? Are we still? Because I'm just thinking that there's a picture, a quote that I referred to on one of the episodes in the first season, which says that there's nothing as sexy as a woman who is confident, something like that. And on that quote, there was this picture of this beautiful woman, well dressed. She's thick, she's curvy, she's stunning, and I'm just trying to marry that, because that to me speaks confidence. It speaks you knowing yourself. You don't need to you don't need to get anyone else's approval, which is what confidence is. So now I'm trying to marry that to the body positivity trend that is happening right now, and I'm just not seeing I'm not seeing them marry nicely.
Exactly. And you know what, I have learned to speak under correction, because we're not the same. People are not the same, and we don't think the same. We don't have like same backgrounds, levels of exposure, and things like that. So right now, we also want to learn from where we are sitting, and from what we know. It like something like this is like could dent
your image,
your person, even just the person that you are. And I know that this is probably like erecting from a lot of things, like body music videos and things. People are, the more, let me just say, maybe the more something happens, the more people, I don't know, somehow get used to life like that. But then, do we really want to get there where everyone is feeling the need to flaunt
It's
like
as
that.
if it's a movement.
You know, and as if it's a competition as well. And then remember, I mean, you know what? This is done by women mostly. I'm not talking about the gigabas and the. We're not talking about. We know that there's been that. With all the due respect, no, that's not. But then it's mostly done by women, and hence. I really just want to know, I don't know, make us understand something we probably don't know as we sit today about this whole body positivity. We are for body positivity, but what is it with you? And then what's making you, or what's leading you to those lengths? Is it, you know, just like Lerato asked earlier, is it about proving to the world or to you as a person? Because I think you are the only one who needs to be grounded on that, so like solid on that. And then otherwise you perform to the world, you show them the confidence that you have. You know, when things of this life playing out, that's when you actually coming out saying, even that does not break me because I'm positive. I'm loving this body. I am comfortable in this body. And we see strength. We don't see right now, just as me as a person, you know, with posts like that and with that being out there, I read desperation.
True.
I read
lack of confidence.
Lack of confidence.
Yes, trying too hard.
Yes, cry for help. You know, that's just me. That's just me. And then I'm looking at this big brand that really wants to invest in something that is, you know, that they can measure with, that they can grow with. I wonder if they will look at certain things and then still see that.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So I think with this whole body positivity, it's just like everything. It's just that like everything else that is out there. We know how things are out there as something, but then they happen to somehow, somewhere lose that boundary line, the barriers, you know, and then now we no longer can tell what they are or where we should be stopping and everything. We want to still grow that. We still want to instill that. We still want our women to you know, to be that confident in who they are, how they look and how different they are, and you know, all that. But then this whole flaunting, it's what I don't understand. I promise you, certain parts of our bodies are meant for certain eyes, and I think we should respect ourselves that much. Yes. I think we should teach others to respect us that much, and to really work for certain things. You know, it's not like it's when something is out there too much, it stops being what it is. It stops being
sacred.
Yes,
it stops being sacred.
Yes.
Another thing that it touches on is our girl children. You know, they look at this and how is it perceived by them? Is this
That's just
the end thing? Is this what to do now? What are we teaching them? What are we teaching them?
I think so, because whatever that starts today will be carried forward by them. When they think it's right.
And the message is, no one else needs to accept your body but yourself. No one else needs to love your body before you. You know, no one else needs to appreciate your body before you. So you are the be it and end, like you are the beginning of it and the end of it. If you are comfortable with your body, if you're confident, if your confidence is there, it will show.
The message of confidence
will show in the way that you carry yourself, in the way that you walk, in the way that you know, you can clearly distinguish between a person that is confident with their body and the person that's not. It's very clear. It is very clear, and it's got nothing to do with flaunting your naked body.
Yeah, and showing everyone things that they shouldn't be seeing.
It's got nothing to do with it.
And if there's a struggle, ladies, let's talk about these things. If there is a struggle, if you feel like, you know what, in all the honesty, there's a serious struggle with me accepting certain things about my body. Approach someone. We are here as well. Maybe you're out there and you're doing it. You maybe before this episode you didn't even know that it was denting your message, and you really want to know how to get that right. Now that you've got this little piece of information and you really want to engage with us, please do that. Reach out to us so that we can engage further.
Yes.
Because sometimes as people, I know that we struggle with certain things, and somehow we feel embarrassed to talk about certain things or to admit certain things to other people. We can only do that with ourselves, or sometimes we even struggle to admit those things with ourselves. But we somehow, somewhere, we know that certain things are problems when we look at them. Please do reach out.
Yeah.
Because we don't want you to be taken an advantage of. We want you to grow in your strength, and we don't want your value as a person tainted. We understand the value that humans have, and we just have to make sure that we cross everything. We break through everything to attaining fullest understanding of how anything cannot reduce who we are. Whether our body shapes, our body sizes, that cannot. We make things. Things don't make us. So if you are struggling with that, or with, I know that I've spoken to a couple of ladies, especially that are more on the plus size. They beautiful, according to me, women, but they just, I don't know, highly fashionable, highly stylish. And I sat there and I was wondering, why wouldn't she like this picture that I'm looking at? Because for me, it was like a perfect picture. But if you are struggling, if you feel like, when I'm like this, it's just not working for me, come. Why don't you come? Let's talk about it. Let's engage. Let's unpack things. Let's look for it until we find it.
Because you need to start asking questions such as, how is it not working for you? Are you not getting the responses that you want? Where are you expecting those responses? Is that the right audience that you should be getting the responses from? It could be a lot of things.
It could be.
It could be a lot of things.
Or you generally just don't like a big body. You just don't feel good when then you can work on it. Yeah. You can 100% work on it.
So I really cannot overemphasize the importance of your feedback. We really, really need to get an understanding. Remember, we are not judging anyone. We're just merely asking questions like, how do we know when the line has been crossed? Is your message still the same? Is your message received as the people that receive your message, will they get the same message as the one you had intended to put out there? So please just, be part of this conversation. Respond, let us know your views and how you feel about this, and make us understand what we don't understand.
And we really are just trying to help each other. There's a Sotho, I think there's a Sotho saying that says, Basadi ba apesana tseha, something like that. I think, meaning that I think in English it sort of goes to, we fix each other's crowns. So I think, I think that's exactly what we're trying to do here. And remember, sometimes when help comes, it does not really agree with what the problem is saying. So please, when you're feeling certain things about what we are saying today, rather engage with us. Let's rather talk. Let's rather forget about running from anything. Let's just come, woman to woman, and let's talk about these things. Let's really open these things up. Let's give each other like sort of, I don't know, that opportunity to learn. I could learn something from whatever that you could tell me. You know, because right now I'm speaking probably from a certain background, from a certain angle.
Because we don't have the understanding.
Because maybe we've never been where you've been or where you are. But then engaging with us could just help put us in like the same space. At the end of the day, we want to leave good examples for our children. We want to make sure that whatever that they are going to pick up on or from is just going to lead from that point to the right, higher and stronger level or direction, whatever you want to call it. But at the end of the day, we want to do good.
Yeah, and we do understand that, you know, we are empowered women, you know, we are empowered women, and you know, we can do anything that we want to do. But there's also the question of the image. What message are you about yourself are you putting out there? Is this working for you? Is this gonna help you build on? You know, is this aligned to your brand as a person? Please let us know. Please
and remember,
do let us know.
It could also go the other direction, you know, where you just most of the time just wearing things that make you look like you are really covering something that is like maybe like the same body positivity. Maybe you struggling with that so much that you are overdressing yourself, if there's a word like that, really. But then we just want to make sure that we engage, we talk about it, so that if you may have questions in your private moments, we talk, we come to like the common platform ground, and then we begin to open these things up, so that then we learn and we receive the help that we may be looking for. I think that's the whole purpose of this episode. We want to talk about those things that we know could raise things, but then please let those things be raised if they have to, you know, just so that we could be engaging and growing together and fixing certain things that we feel needs to be fixed. So please leave in our comments. Please do leave in our comments what your thoughts are, what your sentiments are. We would really, really love to hear from you. And even if you're not free to leave it here, you can on like in our platforms, Messenger,
our private ones.
Yes, please do reach out, send a message, whatever. But let us be talking about them. That's the most important part of the whole thing.
I think we can our private handles can also be displayed on the screen at the bottom. And that's it for our third episode. Please do not forget to subscribe, and ask everybody you know to subscribe. Anyone who's got a phone, guys, please can they just subscribe and like our videos and comment. And that's it from our side.
Let's grow this channel. It's for you and it's for me. Okay, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for being with us again today. Until next time, we are saying
bye.
Bye.